So just you have heard about Nitya Leela Pravishtom Hriday Bhakti Devan Goswami Maharaj. Where Prabhuji told that how the Sat Shishya, the disciple, check. So you have heard all the katha just now. That once someone who has totally surrendered into the feet of Gurudev, so all the desires of Gurudev are manifested in the heart of his disciples. So you have heard the Manjari's katha also. Manjari cannot meet with Krishna directly. But when Krishna is meeting with the Radhaji, and whatever the pleasure Radhaji is getting is spontaneously manifested in the heart of Manjaris. You go to the My Dearmost Gurudev page and you can check there, Didi. If Krishna touches the Radhaji, so whatever the feelings, whatever the pleasure Radhaji gets in her heart, so it is already reflected in the heart of Manjaris. What is the specialty in Manjaris? They never meet with Krishna independently. They cannot meet with Krishna independently. This is the character of Manjaris. Because they have 1.8 surrender towards Radharani. So that's why independently they cannot meet with Krishna. But still, Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad, in the Madhupan Leela, he has showed that how Krishna, by cheating, Shad. So they give the honey to the Sakhis. So when someone gets the pan, drinks something, so they get intoxicated. At that time, what Krishna did, he met with Krishna. These all Manjaris met with Krishna. Madhupan Leela, Hindol Leela, Vanshi Chori. So there are all kinds of Madhura Leela of Krishna. So what's my mean to say? So this is the speciality of the Gaudiya Vaishnava, that how that bhav can manifest it in our heart. So all the bhav will be manifested in our heart 1.8 when you have 1.8 faith towards Radharani. That's why there are three kinds of nishtha. One is Ubhay Paksha Nishtha, Lalita, Vishakha and other Sakhis called Ubhay Paksha Sakhi. So they have nishtha towards both Radha and Krishna. And the second is Krishna Pakshi Nishtha. They have 1.8 nishtha firm faith towards Krishna. Dhanishta, Vrinda, Vindarika. These are called Krishna Pakshi Nishtha. And the Radha Pakshi Nishthas, all the Manjaris are the Radha Pakshi Nishthas. They have 1.8 nishtha towards Radharani. I have given the internet to them, so it's working now. It's checking. So that's why in this way So whatever the desires of Gurudev have in their hearts, it's already reflected or manifested in the heart of disciples. When it is manifest in the heart of disciples, when he is totally surrendered into the feet of Gurudev. That's why you have heard already that how Bhakti Hridayavan Goswami Maharaj knew the desires of Prabhupada. There was one line he quoted: Radhaji Kurukshetra. Radhaji will come to Kurukshetra. So we have seva, we have service there in the Kurukshetra. So this is just told by Srila Prabhupada to Bhakti Hridayavan Goswami Maharaj. So all Bhakti Hridayavan Goswami Maharaj arranged everything there, just hearing these words only. So now we are going to describe about the Bhakti Srila Gopal Bhattu Goswami, because today is his disappearance day and today is Nag Panchami also. Tirobhap Tithi. Today is the disappearance day of Srila Gopal Bhattu Goswami Maharaj.
राधा कृष्ण नित्या लीला लीला प्रकाश. One of the 6 Goswamis is Gopal Bhatt Goswami. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave instruction for all the 6 Goswamis, the 4 instructions. What was the first? Lupta Tirtha Uddhar, to find out the lost deities. Second instruction. And third, to write the holy scriptures, bhakti scriptures. And fourth, the difference between Raganuga and Vaidhi Bhakti has to be manifest. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave special instruction for Sanatana Goswami to manifest a Vaishnav Sadachar, the ethnics of Vaishnavas, to manifest a book. So Gopal Bhatt Goswami was from Ramanuja Sampradaya, from south. They always follow Vidhi Marg Niyam instructions. So Gopal Bhatt Goswami was from Ramanuja Sampradaya. He knows all Vidhi Marg shloks and he collected all those things and gave it to Sanatana Goswami Pad. And Sanatana Goswami Pad manifested Hari Bhakti Vilas. So this is the special contribution of Gopal Bhatt Goswami. Now we will see how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Gopal Bhatt Goswami met. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was travelling to South India, when he went to Srirangam place. Srirangam is the place of Lord Ranganath. He saw the darshan of Ranganath and started to dance in ecstasy. By seeing the ecstasy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his Ashta Sattvic Bhav, the Bhatta Parivar, the priest of Srirangam temple pujaris, they become so much influenced by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. After that, they invited Mahaprabhu to their house, and Mahaprabhu accepted their invitation and stayed for 4 months of Chaturmasya. So if a person stays 4 months in a house, someone's house, how much influence he can do? That too in a Grihastha's house. So 4 months Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed in 4 months in Srirangam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed 4 months. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not stay in anyone's house for 4 months. He stayed in Gopal Bhatt Goswami's house for 4 months. If any sadhu comes to our house, within 3 days we become so much tired. We say, when Maharaj will go out. Externally we say Maharaj stay for few days, but internally we feel when Maharaj will go out. We have to take care of his food, travel. But the pujaris of Srirangam Bhatt Parivar, they are initiated from Sri Vaishnavas, Ramanuja Sampradayas. So Mahaprabhu stayed 4 months in their house. In Chaitanya Charitamrita it says Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, every day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to go and have bhiksha. He used to stay in Bhatt Parivar. He used to stay in Gopal Bhatta's house. Although he was staying, he used to go every day for bhiksha. He used to honor prasad in everyone's house there. Everyone used to invite him. So in one day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to go 4 houses, 5 houses in Bengal. Even now also many devotees go out for prachar. So they go to 4 houses, 5 houses. They invite so many devotees, so many houses. So one Maharaj is telling that when he was going to Bhiksha with Parivrajak Maharaj and Tridanti Maharaj, so he used to go to Bhiksha from morning till noon, 11, 12. At least 6 to 7 houses they used to visit. So in everyone's house, something or other, they used to honor prasad. Till noon, 12 o'clock, in all the houses, Nam Sankirtan and Mahaprasad. And afternoon, 12, 1 o'clock, again prasad. Again at night. Again at night, Harikatha and Mahaprasad. And at the time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, it was like this only. So Mahaprabhu was staying in Gopal Bhatt Goswami's house, but every day he used to accept invitation from lot of other devotees residing in the local. And evening he used to say Harikatha in the Gopal Bhatt Goswami's house. What is the work of sadhu? To speak Harikatha. Then Mahaprabhu used to say Harikatha. Which katha he used to tell? He used to tell about Ras Leela. So he used to tell all the stories of Krishna Tattva, Prem Tattva, Rasa Tattva, Radha Tattva. By hearing this, the devotees there become very much eager to hear more and more. Okay, tell me now, is there any person who is there after hearing Krishna Katha will not get attracted towards Krishna? So the people leaving all other samsar work and going to Krishna. So the jivas are always suffering from sorrow in this material world. the three miseries, Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik and Adhyatmik. And by hearing the sweet pastimes of Lord, all the three miseries will get away. Is there any person in this material world, after hearing Lord Krishna's pastime, okay, so so is there any person who do not want to hear the pastimes of Lord Krishna? But one person in this material world is not ready to hear Krishna's pastime because who is that? He is the slaughter person, slaughtering man who kills the animals. He says, we are not adhikar, we are not qualified. He says, I don't have qualification to chant the name. Shri Narayan Maharaj used to say this thing with Trivikram Maharaj.
So Trivikram Maharaj, he used to have a lit Prem Kale with Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And what is the name of Bhagwan actually? Bhagwan name is transcendental. So in this material body, how you can take the name of Bhagwan? It is not possible for you. That's why he wrote in the another line. So if you have the tendency of service, then you can chant the holy name. Then all the holy name of the Bhagwan will remove all the aparadh. That's why still if there is so much aparadh and if you don't have adhikar, still you should chant the holy name of Bhagwan and hear the glories of the Bhagwan. That's why in the Ras Leela there is a last shlok, it is mentioned. Shravan, hearing. And there is another shlok, what is said there? Do not copy that. Do not copy, always follow.
Do not imitate. Imitate copy.
Just like so just like if you copy Shivji, that because he has taken the poison, so in that way that you will be die. So or if you behave like a foolish person, that it's you will not get anything. So that's why don't imitate. So here it is saying for hearing, for Shravan, not for copying. So that the Krishna did the Ras with the gopis, so you should hear this katha, but you cannot imitate this katha, you cannot copy this katha. With the firm faith you should hear the Hari Katha, the Ras Leela Katha. So there is one thing mentioning firm faith, and how you have to hearing this katha by the mouth of Sadguru and under the guidance of Vaishnava and Guru. 3 times it is said, Anusunyat, Nirantar. What is the meaning of Anu? Anu means again and again, continuously, again and again. Why? Then you will get the firm faith. This is the fruit of Shravan, hearing. Anu means Nirantar, continue. Anu means by the mouth of Gurudev. And there are 3 again. Anu means, and once you hear, then glorify this. Whatever you have here, just kirtan that. So whatever you have heard, please do not forget that. That's why you should do the kirtan of that things. His favorite kirtan is Lata Pata. बाकी बिहारी की देखे छटा मेरा मन है कोई लटा पटा. हरीश प्रभु. Para Bhakti, the Prema Bhakti, so will manifest it in your heart, and as well as what will happen, that all the Kam, Krodh, Lobh or all the Vikar will be destroyed from your heart. That's why Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada disciples wrote that I am not able to victory upon my Kam, Krodh. And what Swami Maharaj replied? Kisko? Okay, you read my Krishna book. He wrote one Krishna book. You read my Krishna book. So all the Leelas is there in that book, Shri Krishna. There's a book is Shri Krishna. I have read that. And you must be observed there, and all kinds of calm and everything will go away. So whatever the Guru Dev is saying, the Guru, so always observe the Guru words with firm faith. I am not taking too much time here because Maharaji will going to speak. So Mahaprabhu at the Bhatta house, he used to speak the Hari Katha of Ras Leela. And they are very qualified person also. And if someone is qualified and you are giving the Hari Katha to them, so it's very nice. But if you give the ginger to the monkey, so what will monkey do? So it will cut and throw. If you play the bean, the flute from the in front of the buffalo, so what will bears will do like this. So it will say. So it is said that in the scriptures that you should say anything Hari Katha according to the level of the listeners. So if you say so high level katha for the in front of the beginner, so they will not understand. So in this way, Mahaprabhu used to tell so many katha, Ras Leela katha to Bhatta families. So hearing the last Ras Leela katha, they get so much pleasure in their hearts. So whatever the pleasure they were not getting after hearing the Lakshmi Katha, but when Mahaprabhu told the Hari Katha, so they were getting so much pleasure. So all the essence of all the scriptures, all the Ved Purans essence, scriptures essence is Srimad Bhagavatam Katha. If somebody gets the taste in Srimad Bhagavatam Katha, so he will not get taste anywhere. Until we don't have any kinds of taste in Srimad Bhagavatam, so we'll go here and there and we read this Puran and that Puran. But when we develop the taste in Srimad Bhagavatam, so there is no need to read any other scriptures. So Bhagavatam Katha is like that you should read again and again, again and again, again and again, as much as you can. So this is the Shloka Bhakti Rasama Sindhu. Now come to the katha. So Mahaprabhu told many kinds of katha in their heart, in their home. So what happened when Krishna appeared amongst the gopis after disappearance for the Ras Leela? So gopis asked 9 questions from the gopis. 9 questions. One, somebody, if you love someone, then he will love. If you love someone, then he doesn't love you, loves back. And if you love him, love him or not love him, he won't love anybody. The 4th one is Aptaram, Aptakam, Atmaram, Aptakam, Guru Dohi Aprahidi or Atkritagna. 7 or causeless and cause. So there are 9 questions gopis ask, that if you love someone, then they will love you. This is called the business love. And if you love someone or not love someone, then he won't love you back. It doesn't matter. And 3rd one, if you love that, so he won't love you back. It is not possible. And 4th one, Atmaram. 4th one, Atmaram. 5th one, Apmakam. Then Guru Drohi and Akritagna. Gurudrohi Aparadhi. And Aptaka means whose all the desires has fulfilled, just like Chirodhara. So Atmaram, who is Atmaram? That if you love them, so you will not any kinds of reciprocal. And the person who is Guru Drohi and Aparadhi, offender of Guru, so if you love them, so there is no use to love them. Akratagna. Akratagna means ungrateful person. That if you love him and if you help that person and if you don't, repay you. So the person who never think about the help you have did in his miseries. So this is 7 happens. These people cause ungrateful person. Ataragna. Now Hetu Prem or Ahetu Prem, causeless love or not causeless love. So there are 9 kinds of love is there. So Gopis ask that Krishna, so what kind of treatment you are doing with us? In which category you are amongst 9? So this is asked by the Gopis. So Krishna said, I am none of them. So I will describe it later briefly. So at least Krishna replied, Na paryom nirvittam, like this. So whatever the love you have with me, it is not in the future and the past. For a chaste lady, even though the regulation and the foundation of the society is really hard, but you are the topmost chaste lady, still you have abandoned everything just because of me, and you came to me. That's why Naparyoham. If I take the age of Brahma and other devtas, still I cannot repay you. And if I serve your lotus feet, still I cannot be free from your debt. So Krishna had said so much big things. Ramchand cannot say like this. Ramchand cannot say to Sita like this. It is mentioned. It is not mentioned in the Ramayana. Narayan can say to Lakshmi Devi, no. So Dwarkadish Krishna cannot say to Rukmani and other Satyabhama, other Mahishnis. But Krishna is Rasik Shekhar. He told this word to Srimati Radhika and other gopis. Hey Radhe, hey gopis, whatever the sadhu treatment you have with me, I cannot repay with you. I cannot repay that you. So all those Katha Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to Bhatta families, and hearing that Katha, the Bhatta family got so much pleasure, and they told to Mahaprabhu, please told us more, tell us more. So Shri Sampradaya people usually read the Vishnu Puran. They don't give so much intense to the Shrimad Bhagavatam. So different Sampradaya, so according to their Sampradaya, they read many scriptures. But hearing the beautiful, the sweet nectarine Katha of Shrimad Bhagavatam, the Bhatta family got so much pleasure that they were saying, please tell more. So Mahaprabhu asked, laughing and jokingly, to the Bhatta family that your Ishtadev is Lakshmi Narayan and my Ishtadev is Krishna, the Gopjat, and your Ishtadev, Lakshmi Devi, husband is Narayan, and Lakshmi has this kinds of ego that I am Brahmani and our Krishna is Gopjati. So being Brahmani, why Lakshmi ji is so much doing austerity and so much curious to meet with Krishna? It is mentioned in the scripture. Even today she is doing the austerity in the Belvan. So Mahaprabhu told all these stories to them. At that time they said, why are you laughing, joking us? The Bhatta family said, there is no difference between Narayana and Krishna. So Sri Sampradaya, what they used to say? We used to say Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam, but what they say is Narayanastu Bhagwan Swayam. But actually it is not true. So they used to say everything is incarnate from the Narayan, but actually it is not true. Everything is incarnated from Krishna. So Brahma manifested from Narayan, Indra manifested from Narayan. So they told this like these things. So that's why they are not aware that who is Krishna actually. So Mahaprabhu given all the Tattva Siddhant to them. So they said that why are you laughing and joking with us, Mahaprabhu? Yes, Krishna. There is no, according to the Tattva Siddhant, there is no difference between Krishna and Narayan. Bhagwan is one. Eko Ham. And according to the Ras Madhurya, he has manifested, he has many forms. If your husband is a lawyer or doctor and he is working both things, he is a doctor as well as a lawyer, so you will think that he is my husband. But when that person is going to the court, then you used to say, tell him lawyer. And when he goes to the clinic, he used to also says that person, that doctor. So the person is same, the dress is same, the work is different. In the same way, Bhagwan is one. According to the Tattva Siddhant, according to the Tattva, Bhagwan is one. But according to their work, according to their ras, he is different. So Krishna is greater than Narayan. So what is the fault is there? No fault. So that's that why are you laughing and joking that just like husband is one, the same doctor and the lawyer. So in the same way, Krishna, he has so much greater qualities than Narayan, according to Rasa Vichar. So Shrutiya, they also did so much hard austerities. They got. It is mentioned in the Gopal Tapani Upanishad. They got the Krishna after doing so much hard austerities, and they took the birth in the Vraj. So that's why we used to call Srutichari, Munichari, these kinds of gopis. It is mentioned in the scriptures. So they got the Gopi Bhav, they got the Gopi bodies, and they enter into the Krishna Leela. But why your Lakshmi Devi, why she didn't get the entrance in the Ras Leela? Krishna. So why Krishna? She didn't get Krishna. So they said, oh, this I am not able to understand. The Bhatta family that said, Prabhu, we are not able to understand. Please explore these things. Then Mahaprabhu said, he told all the stories, all the tattva. Brahmani Abhiman, why she was not able to enter into the Ras Leela? Because she has this kinds of ego that I am Brahmani, and she wanted to enter into the Ras Leela in the Lakshmi body. If you want to enter into the Ras Leela, so one has to follow the instruction, the Vidhi. Gopa Varna. First you have to take the words from the Gopi form, then you get the Gopi form, then you have to associate with the Nitya Sadhya Gopis and you have to follow their instructions, then you have to get married with the Gop, and then by the effect of Nitya Siddha Gopiya, you will get some anurag towards Krishna, and when that anurag will mature, then Yogamaya will mercy upon you, then you can enter into the Ras Leela. This is the process. So Mahaprabhu told this all katha. But Lakshmi Devi didn't want to hear these all kinds of rules. That's why still she is doing penance in Belvan. Mahaprabhu given the example also. Jai Ho, Savita Didi. So Mahaprabhu given all kinds of examples. Jai Ho. So Mahaprabhu recited all kinds of shlokas, and hearing that, so they were so much pleased. And what they did? Then they left the service of Lakshmi Narayan and they started serving Radha and Krishna. Yesterday someone was saying when Mahaprabhu, when they met to Bhatta family, then Prabodhanand took the sannyasa, he went away. No, it's not like that. In the Bhakti Ratnagar it is clearly mentioned. When Mahaprabhu stayed in their house 4 months, these three brothers stayed with Mahaprabhu. It is clearly mentioned. That person haven't come. I told him also that it is clearly mentioned here. The person who was arguing. So the person who are arguing, giving them the proof. So just because of own self-manifested granthas like Bhakti Mal and Sahajya Grantha and Bhakti Mal Grantha, and in Bangla and Hindi, and if you are reading that and you are creating your own philosophy, it is not true. So according to the all Vaishnava philosophy, the God of philosophy, Narhari Chakravarti wrote that Granth, Bhakti Ratnagar Granth. It is clearly mentioned there, and also name is mentioned also there. So I have explained them all the things. So that's why you should learn the Bangla, so that you can understand all the Tattva Siddhanta of Mahaprabhu, because this Babaji Sampradaya will create some stupid questions and you will be disturbed, and then these people will make you fool, because they are fool and they will make you fool. So you are knowing, still you will feel like you will behave like a fool. So that's why you should read the Bhakti Ratnagar Granth. Everything is mentioned there. Okay. So I told that person who was arguing that it is not mentioned in the scriptures. So I told him everything and explained nicely. And some people used to say that Prabodhanand and Prakashanand are the same person. So I also destroy this philosophy. No, it is not right. It is mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavata. And if you are not able to read and understand, then you come to Vaishnava and listen. And if you have any doubt, so you can ask the question. So it is mentioned 3 times that Mahaprabhu liberated Prakashanand. So some people used to ask that Mahaprabhu liberated Prakashanand, where it is mentioned. It is mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavata also. You should read there. So that's why you should read Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavata again and again. If you are not able to understand that, then come to Vaishnava, sit before the Vaishnava, beside near the Vaishnava, and ask the question. I told that person that everything is mentioned. Everything is clearly mentioned here, that Mahaprabhu, how he did the mercy upon Prakashanand. And it is mentioned also that Gurudev mentioned also that Prabodhanand and Prakashanand is not the same person. Prakashanand. So Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavata and Bhakti Ratnagar Granth, everything is mentioned there. So you should hear Harikatha from the Vaishnava. So you should hear the Harikatha from the Vaishnava. Vaishnava will let us know where it is a mistake, where you are wrong. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told this kinds of katha, and Bhatta Parivar, the Bhatta family, they left the service of Lakshmi Narayan, they started serving Radha Krishna. Prabodhananda Saraswati Pav. So you have heard the katha of Prabodhananda Saraswati many times. He near the Kalyadeh he came and performed bhajan there, and he stayed in the Lukluki Kund in the Braj and he performed bhajan there. These are many kinds of proofs are there. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he took the initiation from him, from Prabodhananda. When Gopal Bhatta Goswami was very child, so he was so much developed a relationship with Mahaprabhu, and 4 months he served Mahaprabhu, and he heard so much beautiful Hari Katha. He was so much attracted towards Mahaprabhu, and he said that, hey Mahaprabhu, I would like to go with you, I would like to join your company. So Mahaprabhu said, no, you serve your mother father. When they went away from this world, then you can go to Vrindavan and perform bhajan there. So now the Vaishnav who has come here, so because they have left everybody, so they have to serve Vaishnav. But the person who have Vaishnav parents, so they can serve their parents because they are serving the Vaishnav there. So that's why Gopal Bhatta Goswami told to you serve your parents. Once they go away from this material world, then you can go to Vrindavan and take the shelter of Rup and Sanatan. So then Gopal Bhatta Goswami stayed at home and he served his parents. When they disappeared, then Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he came to Vrindavan and he stayed in Vrindavan and met with Rup Sanatan and he performed bhajan there. So when the Vaishnav, they used to collect, assemble one places and used to do Hari Katha at the Radha Kund. They used to do Bhagavad Path at the Radha Kund. So Rup Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, they all assembled at one places and they used to do Hari Katha there. They don't have this kinds of ego that I am the higher than this person or lower than this person. So all the Goswamis assembled and used to live together. But they have they assemble at the Hari Katha time, but they have the bhajan kuti different places. It is mentioned in the scriptures also, and what mood they have to perform bhajan. In the same way, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he performed bhajan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, Mahaprabhu sent the door Kopin and Jagannath Prasad to Gopal Bhatta Goswami. So Srinivas Acharya, who was the disciple of Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he wrote the Shad Goswami Ashtak, Sankhya Purvak Nama Jnanana Devi, like this. So how the Goswami were performing bhajan, already all things described in there. When Gopal Bhatta Goswami left his home and went to Vrindavan, so he took the bath in the Gandaki Nadi in Nepal and he got the Shaligram, and taking that with him, he was performing bhajan. Basant Panchami. So he was performing bhajan in Vrindavan. So at the time, what happened in the Jhulan Yatra, all the Brajvasis, all the Goswami work, they were they were giving the dress to their Thakurji and dressed up their Thakurji very nicely. But he was thinking in mind, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, that my Shaligram is just like a Rasgulla. So how can I dress him well? So he was thinking in his mind, and how if my Thakurji will be well, so I will dress him very nicely. All the Brajvasi used to come and they take the darshan of my Thakurji. So when he came back from the Madhukari, from the begging, so that Shaligram became the Radha-Raman, the three-banded form. And still there is a Shaligram also behind the Radha-Ramanji. So he took the form of three-banded form. And how beautifully he is playing the flute. And so you cannot see the teeth of any Thakur, but here is the teeth is also Radha-Raman. You can see the teeth of Radha-Raman. You can see the teeth of our Thakurji, or anywhere you have you seen? No, you cannot see. But you can. So Maharaj Ji used to say so many Hasyaras Katha. Maharaj Ji sometimes used to say this Katha also. So our Thakurji Radharaman, he is little bit smiling and his teeth is showing. So that's why Radharaman is called Sataspurta. Bhajanav manifested three Vigraha, Govind, Gopinath, Madan Mohan. And they are the Devta of Sambandh, Avidya and Prayojan. But that Radharaman is, he is the form of Sambandh, Avidya and Prayojan. Some Vaishnavi used to say, who is Radharaman actually? He is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Because Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he was feeling so much separation and he was so much suffering. That's why Mahaprabhu took the form of Radharaman. Because he didn't take the darshan at the last time of Mahaprabhu. That's why he was feeling so much separation from Mahaprabhu. So almost 75 years he stayed in Vrindavan and he performed bhajan there. And his disciple is Srinivas Acharya. This katha is also beautiful. The time is going to over. So I am going to stop here. Maharaj Ji will say little bit Hari Katha. Good.